This is an AGS-001 and I'll show you how to fit a backlit 101 LCD. This is one way to do it. You cut traces and solder very fine wires to these pins on the header. But there's a much easier way. While I've got it open, I might as well install the digital brightness controller alongside the new backlight controller. On the back of the 101 screen there are two pads. The inner is the positive and the outer is the negative. So what we'll do is lift the outer pads from the inner pads, add a bit of solder, so these two pads go to the ribbon, to the motherboard, and these two pads go to the backlight inside the screen. These are the pins we're going to work with. We don't want any shorting, so we'll add a bit of Kapton tape. If you're not installing the backlight controller and only the brightness mod, solder this contact back down to the LCD, and we're going to use the positive only. But in this example, I'm going to install the backlight controller, so we're going to use both pads. This is the same process for a SP or a Game Boy Advance. They both use the same screen, so it's both the same wiring. Now this is done, we can feed both wires back through and then seal the top half up. I've cut the negative about an inch shorter than the positive, so I know which one's which. This step's only required for the brightness controller. We're going to wire in the down button, the up button, and this here brightness button, which should be this one here. Now that's done, we can put the board back in the console. Okay, we'll start with the backlight controller. The LED controller. Seems to fit pretty well just there. Little tin contacts. That's the power in. That's the sleep pin. That's ground. And that's output to the LCD. So the shorter was the negative, the longer would be the positive. And the positive is what goes to this controller. Okay, so pin 1 is the positive. And that'll be going to the in pin. Pin 2 is negative. I'll send it that way too. That'll go to ground. It's going to be a tight one. And finally, sleep. We'll use pin 1 for the sleep signal. And that's all you need to do to get the 101 screen working in a 001. But we're going to also install the brightness controller. So the LED negative will go to that pad there. We use the negative and the positive. Negative will share with the other controller. Positive we'll take from the sleep pin. And the pinout for this controller is the down button, the up button, and the control button, which will be the brightness button. That should be it. I'm back. I had to charge my camera. In the meantime, I shortened all the wires, make it a bit neater. I put this upside down so it fits a bit better. This should really be over here, and that should be over there. Just because it's a bit taller and it'll fit a lot better there. But it all works, it all closes up. I'll just put the screws in. So if you hold the light button down, it'll set it to halfway mode. Then you can press up or down to change the brightness level. And to save it, press the button again. So next time you turn it on, it'll remember. And that's it.